Hello, everyone. This is the third episode of the Cozad Senior Podcast, and we have three brand new seniors. Some might call these the car seniors.
I'm Kaden Kruse.
I'm Devan Davis.
I'm Will Doudney.
And I have my two co-hosts,
Crystal Hernandez.
And Jason Dyer.
and I'm your host, Kaden Strogan. Well, how are you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Not too bad.
Doing pretty good.
Well, that's good, fellas. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're joining us on this episode. Why don't we get started? If you could relive one of your high school years, which one would you choose?
I have to say my sophomore year. It's when my friend group expanded, and we had a whole bunch of fun hanging out. Just got one of my big vehicles. We had a lot of fun driving around and hanging out.
And mine would be senior year. Became not so much shy, and then expanding friends and doing more things than I not used to be doing.
I would have to say my freshman year because I had a lot of classes with friends. So
Yeah. So you guys seem to have an emphasis on making new friends and kind of getting out there a little bit more. What are some ways that you guys have gotten out there, made some new friends, or just continued to hang out with the same friends?
I just started talking to more people. Started just kind of putting myself out there, not just being the shy little kid I used to be.
Right. So you just kind of trying to show more people the you that you know, just kind of getting out there a little bit more, talking to more people and all that. How about you, Will?
I would say probably trying to get out more, go try new things, see new people, actually introduce yourself rather than just hiding away from others.
I'd have to say I found one friend, and then off that, we just grew, found new people, kept adding on, and that's about how it went.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. It's great to make new friends and getting new experiences like near your senior year, talking to all these new people, getting out there a little bit more. That's really going to help you out when you get to college next year because you're not going to have the same people that you've grown up with, so you're going to probably have to make new friends. So, as I told you, in the introduction of the episode, I called you the car guys. Some people might want to little expand upon that, a little bit explanation. So, William Doudney, he's going to give you a little bit of a thought. So, how has having a car benefited you in high school?
Having a car in high school definitely allows you to be able to go more places without having to ask family or other friends if they can take you. It definitely allows you to be able to show more of your passions, especially for me where I'm big into cars.
Right, what do you do outside of school with these cars?
I actually have a race car, so I work on that a lot, but on my car I have now, I've actually done an upgraded sound system in it, so it's definitely helped me see more into the car world and what it's like.
So just a lot with working on the cars, and is that what you want to go into when you graduate high school?
Yeah, that's actually what I'm going to be going into college for, is to work on cars. So.
Oh, yeah. How about you, Dylan?
Just having a car in high school is a lot better than trying to figure out how you're going to get places. You get to take it. If you have a car, you're able to go for work study. It's been a good thing for me, especially since I'm going to college for welding. So I go to Jack's Welding here in town, and I'm able to do that since I have a vehicle, and just being able to go places, not having to worry about how you're going to get there or how you're going to get home, or if there's going to be other people there to give you a ride.
So when'd you get your first car?
No, I don't have my first car yet. Yeah, I'm just saving up money to get my first car, and it's teaching a lot of responsibility of money saving and stuff like that.
And that'll really help you next year when you don't have your parents' money anymore. You're not living on your parents' roof with their food and everything. And
Yeah.
It's going to be scary. It's going to be different. But
Yep.
I think some of the things like saving up for the cars we talked about is really going to help out and kind of ready you for next year and all that.
Yeah.
How about you, Kaden?
Well, I don't have a vehicle right now, but I've had 5 vehicles through my high school career, and I was one of the first people to have a vehicle in our grade. And I would say they do help a lot from going from having a vehicle to not having a vehicle to go places, be able to do things. It does help you make friends and that's how I met one of my friends, is giving rides after school.
As a lot of like lower classmen and other people who are maybe just getting their license or permit or something like that, what is some advice you'd give to them about driving and just owning a vehicle and
Well, Ken, don't try to be the show off. You may have like a good fast vehicle that's paid pretty penny for, and you feel like you need to show it off to people like underclassmen. But really, just appreciate the vehicle, how you have it, use it for what its purpose is, get you to school and back, get a job, be able to save money, stuff like that.
because I mean, driving a vehicle really is it's a responsibility and, it's something that can be taken away, can be also taken for granted, Like there's a lot of kids who don't have a vehicle or don't have their license and you really want to respect the vehicle and respect all the other drivers on the road and everything like that. So, yeah, I think you guys are definitely gaining some experience with working on cars that will help you on into the future and saving up for your vehicles and everything like that. So, talking about saving and money and working in general, do you guys all have jobs?
Yeah, I work here in town at the Cozad Club, and I've worked there for a year or so now, and it's kind of taught me pretty much like responsibility and being in time management, saving money, and just
Right. How long have you worked there?
probably almost a year now, I would think, maybe a little bit more, but it's
Yeah.
taught me a lot of responsibility and stuff.
Yeah, and you have to show up to work on time, or just have to show up to work in general. You're gonna get fired from your
Yeah.
job. So I feel like that kind of gives you a little bit of an outlook how the rest of life's gonna be because you have to show up to places, you have to show up to places on time, and you have to be there and be responsible for your business and everything like that. So, all right. Well, how about you?
I actually do work at the Elks Club as well. I work as a cook, and working as a cook teaches me a lot about time responsibility and being able to be efficient while making sure I get a good product out.
Yeah, that's probably adding to a lot of the responsibilities we talked about with Devin, car ownership and building up that money to be able to purchase your car. And, just the cooking in itself is probably going to help you next year when you have to cook on your own and you don't have parents and everything to cook for you. So, how about you, Kaden?
Well, I don't work at the Elks Club. I work at Runza in town. I say it did help me learn like teamwork, helping with each other, like being able to take care of myself because I kind of help around.
Yeah. So, you're working as a team and you're kind of building those things you can carry on to the rest of your life because you're going to have to work with a team whatever business you go to. So you're kind of gaining some of those abilities early and working towards something that's a little bit more than just the one-on-one type tasks. So as we talked about with Will as well, you're cooking and that's going to help you because you can probably find a job when you go to college doing the same exact thing. So as we talked about jobs and all that, is there any out-of-school activities that you guys were memorable for you guys throughout high school?
Football season for sure. A lot of great times, memories. It was nice. I mean, senior year is always the hardest for sports because it's your last time being able to go do what you kind of love and everything. But just sports and FFA was a good, fair part of all of that too. So a lot of memories in both of them, and just getting to know more people and stuff like that.
Right, and as some know, like you had some injuries that have prevented you from playing football and being playing part of the team, but you still were a part of the team in many other ways, right? Could you
Yeah.
tell us some of these ways that you helped out?
So I hurt myself freshman year during summer weights and had to have hip surgery and stuff like that. So wasn't able to play sports because of that injury, and then so I decided I was going to be a student manager for football for 4 years, and I filmed and during practice I filled waters, stuff like that. But this senior year we bought a drone, so that was fun. Got a lot of learn more about flying a drone, and that was a good adventure to go through, and
Right, and that's a pretty cool experience to be able to have. You were although you weren't able to participate in the actual playing football part of it, you were still a really good asset to the team, and you may have not been the exact football player, but you definitely were a part of the team.
yeah, the players respected me, kind of like a player too. So I mean, felt like I was still part of the team, even though I wasn't able to play.
Yeah, and it was probably still sad for you watching that last game at Boys Town, and you were a part of this team for the last 4 years, and that was the last hurrah per se. And I think some of your friends are on the team, like Jaden Smith, and getting to see that and everything was probably pretty sad for you. How about you, Will? I know you mentioned your racing earlier, but is there any other activities other than that you may have been a part of or anything?
I really didn't have anything school related for the most part. I kept busy between work and my racing. Yeah, that's really about it. I mean, I'd go and watch football games and stuff like that, but I really didn't participate in anything like Devin did. So
Right, and that's perfectly fine. You were still involved in different things, and you were gaining some experience and had some fun still during high school, although you weren't a part of the normal extracurriculars like most people consider. You still did your racing, and you still did other things, and you were a part of something. I think that's in a lot of our episodes, people have just been telling us that you want to be a part of something, and you want to have something other than just school and going home to do. And I think most people have that, and it really helps you to ready you for the future and prepare you for what's to come, because things just get busier and busier as you get older. So, how about you, Kaden?
Well, just like Will, I really don't do school activities, but just out of school, hanging out with friends, just hanging out, learn about life just that way. It is important to get involved with the school. I just never had the chance. I never did it. So if I had to say, I would say do some school activities. Otherwise, just find friends and get along and find a way there.
Yeah. So, as Kaden was talking about, he said that you should really do some of these school activities. Is there any regrets or anything you guys have from high school of things you didn't do or things you did do that you wish you would have known or wish you did? So,
I think for me personally, I think I probably should have gotten into a couple of like the clubs or associations that we have at the school, but
right, such as FFA, FCCLA, something like that.
yeah, maybe like FFA I think would have probably been something good for me, but
Something beneficial to be a part of, because
yeah.
I mean, even with your activities you mentioned, I mean, there might be some team aspects to it, but something you didn't completely experience.
Well, I do regret not joining some activities. So with me going to college and all, I plan on expanding, looking for clubs to join. With not having that experience in high school, it's really going to change how it goes. So I'm just hoping, all I got to say is join activities, learn about it now so that later in life you know what you want to do and can expand.
Right, and maybe next year you'll be able to do some of these club sports or different stuff like that. I mean, I don't know what you're into, but maybe some other things that you didn't really get to do or didn't have the opportunity to do in high school might become advantage once you go to college next year. On the topic of college, we'll let Devin answer about his regrets first, but
Yeah, some of my regrets, I mean, was not putting myself out there, waiting until senior year, but I mean, after that, it's, you just gotta live life, go through school and stuff, so I mean, I've always was told don't regret much, just fix it later on, and so there ain't much I regretted on. I kind of joined my clubs or sports and stuff, so I mean, I don't think I have too many regrets in high school.
right. And as we're moving on, we're gonna be going off to college. What colleges are you guys planning on going to?
I'm going to Mid Plains and North Platte for welding, so I'm gonna go get my welding degree or certifications,
Right.
and then gonna work, hopefully get a job at a welding shop for a while and then start traveling welding later on in life and
Yeah.
see where that takes me, hopefully.
I am actually going to college in Lima, Ohio for high performance automotive technology to work on daily cars and then be able to modify those or work on just race cars because that's been a huge part of my life forever. So
Yeah, I'm planning on going to UNO for computer engineering. Even though it doesn't mainly deal with cars, I could still help with designing the new like radio and stuff like that.
Well, it seems like you guys really have a plan for after high school. I mean, we're basically wrapping up with everything. You know, we have about 2 months left of school, which is really crazy. I mean, all of our classes, we probably don't have as much homework as we used to, and all that. And I guess we could say for some of the other members of the student body, what is some advice you would like to give them, or anything like that?
I would say do your work, get everything done when it's supposed to. Don't really screw around too much. If you're interested in something, do it. If you don't like it after you've done it, then you've had more life experience and you know what you like and you know what you don't.
Right. So, as we mentioned earlier, you just want to get involved. I mean, that's the main thing. I think a lot of people either regret or they are appreciative of high school, is that they got involved. And I mean, really, if you are involved and you don't end up liking the thing, you can always just quit at the end of the season or just not go out again and find something else. That's the great thing about high school, is that all these things aren't that serious. You know, you can really just mix and match. Like one year you do football, one year you try cross country, or one year you do wrestling, one year you try basketball, and it's supposed to be fun at the end of the day, you know. And we mentioned in another episode that all your assignments and stuff really aren't that hard. You know, at the time it might seem like, oh, this is impossible, I don't know how I'm going to get this done, but at the end of the day, if you just do your work, get it in on time, and things are going to be way easier for you. Because, I mean, you don't want to end up in WASP every Wednesday and having failing grades and not being able to participate in certain things, and you just want to end up doing things, basically. So,
Some advice I'd give to younger class and their upcoming high schoolers is don't be afraid of going out and trying new things. Kind of put yourself out there and don't care what other people think about you. Just do you. Don't try to be someone different, and just have fun and stay ahead of your homework if possible, and just do what you're supposed to. Get done with high school, and then you can go on with your life.
how about you, kid?
I say I have to agree with both Will and Devin. Just try, go out, try stuff in high school, try to see something you're interested in, and if you don't like it, then you can switch. As long as, if it's high school, you could switch and see something else you're interested in, so you're not stuck with doing something that you don't enjoy.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, that's the great thing about being young, is that people don't if you're, say, even at a job, you shouldn't be just going job to job and quitting it, but if you're working a job for 5 months and you're like, I really hate this, I hate coming to work every day and everything like that, put your 2 weeks in, you want to leave the job good, and you can always go try something else, because, not everybody likes working fast food, and not everybody likes working at a grocery store per se, and there's always so many different opportunities and things that you can do, and you just really want to try to get all of these in. So, as we're wrapping up on the episode, I think you guys are just really saying to be involved, as we mentioned before. Is there anything else you guys would like to say or anything like that?
I think definitely being involved is a huge thing, but also respecting others and always realizing that not everybody's life is the same as yours. People have different circumstances, for sure.
Right. Everybody's going through a different thing, and you never really know what the other person's going through. So you just really want to, be a little empathetic towards people, because, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all human, you know. This is all of our first times living, and we're just trying our best out here.
All I gotta say is, even if you have the cool, loud car, your dream car that you want, still drive slow in the parking lot.
Drive slow in the parking lot, and you know, as Mr. Fisher would say, don't lay that thunder. So I think that might be it. How do you guys feel about your senior year? I feel like it's went.
I feel like it's going pretty good. Since it's wrapping up sooner than I was expecting it to, so time does go pretty quick. Even if you're a freshman thinking you have 3 years left, I mean, it goes by faster than you think. So just try to live in the moment.
Well, I just gotta say, I'm kind of scared right now leaving. It's gonna be a big change, big jump, so just prepare yourself, just prepare what's to come, and just have fun.
Right.
I'd say just try and live life the best you can while you're still in high school.
Yeah. So again, this has been
Kaden Kruse.
Devan Davis.
Will Doudney.
my co-hosts,
Jason Dyer.
and I'm Kaden Scroggin, and this has been the Senior Podcast. Out!